Alrighty, YouTube, it's time for another installment of Kirby's Let's Play Return to Dreamland. We're going to start off here with sword power in Stage 3. And yeah, just a quick run through the first screen there, and then we're going to go to this kind of cave scene with a lot of cannons. And I love how Kirby ducks. He flattens, and it's pretty funny. So, I love sword power and all, but I want to try out all these new powers and old powers with new effects, so I pick up the shock, and just gonna pick up that not 1-up, I'm sorry, star. And I know I missed a sphere right there. When I passed that, I was like, there was probably a sphere down there, because that was a passable boundary right underneath the door that I walked through, but I didn't think about it at the time. I mean, right when I walked through the door, and then I tried, but there's no way to go back up, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna have like a thing where I go back and to do all the things that I missed at the end of each chapter or stage or Cookie Country. Like at the end of Cookie Country, once I beat the boss, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find all the things that I had missed. Sounds like a plan to me. So we're gonna pick up a firepower here. I think we picked up a firepower in the last episode, but I like it. It's pretty cool. And but I can't remember if we picked up a beam power, but beam power is pretty awesome now. They changed it to where now I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm forgetting if I had already said this in the first episode, but because it's been about, I don't know, 3-4 days since I narrated the last one. So I epically fail there. I decided, might as well show the epic fails, because then it wouldn't really be a real Let's Play. So I'm just gonna include that because, it's I don't know. It was horrible. I tried to, jump, but then I found out that there was a little flying guy right there, so either I got hit by the flying guy and fell off the cliff, or I tried to make the little sliver of the jump. But I wasn't expecting him to be there, because I had already killed him, but I forgot that enemies respawn once you go back, yada yada yada. So we pick up the, see, I told you. See, that was gear number 2, and I missed gear 1, so gears always go in order. Like gear number 1, you'll always find first in the stage, which is very nice how they did that. I hate when they mix them up or like the first gear you pick up goes in the first gear slot no matter where you found it. So I like that. Pretty useful, because if I know that I have gear 2, I could go back and say, well, it has to be before gear 2. So once I hit gear 2, I know I've gone too far. Once you've hit the red house, you've gone too far. There was a red house. Gosh darn it. Sort of a little Dane Cook reference. I used to be a fan, not really anymore, but some jokes stick because he was pretty funny. But after looking at it now, he really just was very vibrant in his jokes. Wasn't too much of a funny guy, come to think of it. So here we are, finishing the third, but the first in this episode, but the third overall stage in Cookie Country, and I was epically failing at pressing 2 and get 3rd. So unlocking stage 4, we're gonna go back for that first gear later on. As mentioned before, there are 4 gears in stage number 4, ironically enough. And I see a cutter power, totally gonna pick that up, because first of all, I'm pretty sure it's useful. And if you, like, throw cutters backwards, I just found that out when I did that, they, like, pick up all the stars that are from the flowers, which is kind of irrelevant, because you'd get them anyways if you ran over them, but I thought it was cool, so I'm gonna keep doing that from now on, if the situation arises where there's a row of flowers. Now, I know from playing Cookie Country before, like, this is pretty blind, I've only played Cookie Country, that there's a little secret corridor right there, kind of semi-secret, I guess you could say. It's not, like, really well hidden, but it's not plainly obvious. So I know that that's there, and we're gonna go and get that, and onto screen 2, I think? Screen 2 or 3. Now, I thought that that would give me, like, Cupid power, because I've played, whatever the Game Boy Advance one was. I've played that Kirby through, like, fully, and there was a Cupid power that I remember. Remember a Cupid power, and there was no Cupid power in that bow and arrow, it was blank. So I pick up a... I don't know what they're called. I want to call them stars, even though I know that they're not stars. They're, like, candy. And I thought there was a secret over there because I saw a little gap in the structure, so I thought that there would be a secret, but there was no secret. Or at least that I saw. Maybe there was. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. But I'll probably, like, lessen the volume on that in post-editing. So, I'm trying, like, to get some bank shots and, you know, just trying to see what I could do. Skill-wise, you know, flipping the boomerang, just like Toon Link. Just flip the boomerang backwards. So, I gotta say, out of all the powers I've experienced so far, Cutter is by far my favorite one. Aside from the Mega powers, of course, because Sword is just ridiculous. Yeah, I gotta say, Cutter's really awesome. They really improved it. I never liked Cutter, and now playing through this now, I really enjoy Cutter. So I pick up this, I don't know what to call it, the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, and it splurts pretty rainbow colors. If anyone got that reference, it will be arising soon in the Skyrim Let's Play. Obviously part of Skyrim. So I get this gear right here, and looking like we're not going to miss any gears, because with 4 gears in a level, I'm fairly certain that there's going to be a Mega Power in this level that has one of those bosses that has 2 gears in it, you know. The whole shebang. And I see that these trees are killable, so I'm like, totally gonna be a Mega Power. And it's Fire, Monster Flame, Kirby. Just gonna test the waters here. I summon a giant flaming dragon. Not to be confused with flaming homosexual dragons, which prefer men. But just a flaming dragon in general. That, I mean, he's pretty cool. He's pretty awesome. Nothing against flaming homosexual dragons, but it's my preference that the regular on fire dragon is cooler. I mean, gotta admit, killing everything on the stage in that, like, it's a pretty small hitbox, especially, like, did you see that? I was pretty sure that it would kill the below trees, but it didn't. Especially compared to Sword, Mega Sword, or whatever the sword is. It's a pretty small hitbox, to be completely honest. So I'm pretty trigger happy with my flames, and cutting it close to the end of my monster flame streak, I open up the portal to the separate dimension. Kirby is really bad at explaining things, but it's a super fun game anyways, so you just enjoy it, you know? And, oh, I remember this. This is kind of cool. There's all these spiders, and you can suck them up and shoot them to cut the webs. I really like this, like, super suck orientated thing that they got in the game now. It's really interesting, and I super fail and run into a bug right there. And I double super fail, and I don't do a super suck, so I only absorb one thing. Right here, I'll get a 1-up, and my battery pack comes out from shaking the Wii remote. Right here. Pretty silly thing. The back of my Wii remote's kind of messed up. It's like the little clip broke, so when I shake it, it's a little loose. But I shook that too hard. I shook it all night long, basically. Yeah, you shook me all night long. Anyways, we're gonna pick up the new Leaf Power, and gosh dang, this thing is a beast. I've already taken out like 7/8, as the math wizard I am, 7/8 of his health in just a couple of seconds. This Cutter has to shape it up, or Leaf is gonna be my new favorite power, because, like, look at this. There's so many different, like, down A, up A, neutral A. They all do different, or two. Sorry, 2. I meant 2. They all do different things, and that's like what I am looking for in Kirby powers. The more different things that they do, the better I like them. Sorry guys, I hit my recorder and messed up there. Epic fail. Yeah, but you didn't probably even notice, because my editing skills are super awesome. So we're gonna finish up, as I was saying, the video here. And we're gonna finish off on a 1, so that makes up for the 3, with an average of 2 epic math skills. So we get all 4 gears in that level, and next episode we're gonna be fighting the boss, and maybe episode 1 of the next chapter, or gosh, the next stage. I play way too much Fire Emblem. So that's the end of this episode. Make sure you rate the video, comment the video, and I'll check you later. Peace!